It's Petey from inside the coach's room. It's time to help my friends out from CHGO again and take a look at another one of their young defensemen, Artyom Levshunov. I tell you what, this kid is fantastic. Picked second overall in last year's draft behind Macklin Celebrini. Again, this kid's 19. So let's go to the video and check out Levshunov. First thing you're going to notice about Levshunov is his ability to move his feet. Here he is one-on-one, and he's got a really good stick, but that all is stemmed from his ability to move his feet. This guy has got great footwork. You're going to see him again one-on-one. Another great play with his stick breaks up the one-on-one. Here he is this time one-on-one, but this time he uses his speed, pivots, breaks up the play one-on-one. Here he is again one-on-one, and he's able to use his speed and his stick to break up this play. This kid's got a lot of talent and his ability to use his feet to break up plays in the offensive zone. Here he is again. This time he's using his speed one-on-one. He's able to close, pinch the player off, and break up the play one-on-one. He's been very good one-on-one. And here you can see some of the things that's really impressive on a young kid. This is a middle lane drive where he reads the play, he sees the play, and then he picks up the middle lane drive. But the skill that I like the best here is his ability to tie that player's stick up. He gets underneath that stick and doesn't allow him to get tips and screen. This is a great skill for a defenseman that's 19 years old. Next, it's not always perfect with Levshunov. And here you can see, again, we're talking about his speed and you're talking about the angle that he takes on this play. He's not 100% on these yet. And here he gets beat to the wide side. So he's going to have to continue to learn to adjust and work on those angles against NHL speed. And here's another play that's a little concerning. This is a play where he gets beat off the wall by a player that's more experienced than he is. He goes into the wall with Bugstead. Bugstead, quick change of direction, leaves Levshunov, and Bugstead's able to keep the puck continuing towards the net. So he's not always perfect with that footwork, but here he's against Cale Makar. You're going to see him face down one of the best one-on-one players in the league, and he keeps his eyes on his chest, keeps his eyes on his body, stick on the puck, and doesn't allow Makar to get behind him. And here is the skill that impresses me most by this young defenseman is in front of the net, his ability to get under sticks. He gets under sticks as well as any young defenseman in the league right now. This is a skill that not all defensemen have. And you're going to see it again with his ability in front of the net to get under the stick and tie up the stick of the opponent. This is hard to do, to turn and forget about the puck and look at the player you're defending. But Levshunov does a great job of it. You're going to see it again where he turns and picks up the stick of the player, not allowing him to tip and screen. Great skill by Levshunov, something to keep an eye on from him when you see him in the defensive zone. We talk about his foot speed. He has got great foot speed. And here with his anticipation, he sees where the puck is going to go, and he's in a foot race. But he trusts his speed, and he trusts his footwork, and he's able to break up this play and get Chicago inside the offensive zone. The other thing with his footwork and anticipation, it allows him to have a tight gap in the neutral zone. He doesn't stay behind the opposing player and wait for the rush to come to him. He's confident enough in his skating that he can have a tight gap in the neutral zone and get Chicago back on the offensive side of the puck. But with any player that has this kind of foot speed, it's a risk reward. You can see him here where he's going to anticipate the puck coming up the ice. Well, it makes a stab at the puck. Unfortunately, the Capitals are able to get behind him for a great scoring chance. Again, risk reward. You can see him here against Utah. He goes this way, Utah's going that way. And sometimes, even with great foot speed, you can get beat going back the other way. So it's going to be a learning curve for him, or it's not. And that's what you're going to get in Chicago. You're going to get that risk reward player for a player looking for offense. One other thing to look at, and this may not be his fault. This is a power play breakout, and this is the double drop pass where he's trying to drop to speed coming in behind. And again, he never looks to see what's going on behind him, and he turns this puck over because he never looks. He's going to have to learn. You got to look. Even though that's the play, you're going to have to look before you drop that puck off into traffic. But this is his greatest strength, is his ability to get the puck up the ice. Artyom Levshunov at 19 years old. Look at how he delivers the puck up the ice. He's able to go coast to coast, end to end, and get the puck into the zone while Chicago pulls the goaltender. This is absolutely elite puck moving by a 19-year-old. Here he is again, joining the rush. You're going to see him coming up as the fourth player on the rush. Not only is he there for the offense, but look at this pass. He makes this pass between the legs of the Utah defender. That's amazing puck moving skills. And you're going to see him in the offensive zone, his ability to walk the line. What do we mean by walking the line? Well, it's when the defenseman is able to move the puck into the middle of the ice to get a better shooting angle. And he is outstanding at walking line, finding a shooting angle and delivering the puck to the net. Again, you're going to see him here where he gets the puck, walks the line, finds the angle, gets the puck to the net. They need a defenseman that can deliver pucks to the net with their skill in front of the net and his ability to use his vision to move pucks. He looks off the Utah defenders by looking at the net, a no-look pass to Bedard, and they're able to fire this one on the net. He's an elite puck mover. You're going to see it again. Here's ability to use the puck, use his vision to see the open ice, and again, deliver a puck through a defender trying to make a great play at the net. And he's playing in key situations for a 19-year-old, not just 5-on-5, but he's playing on the power play too. You're going to see Levshunov getting pucks, delivering pucks to the net on the power play, and he's also playing in overtime. Some really key minutes for a defenseman that's going to grow with the Chicago Blackhawk team for a very long time. And lastly, you want to look at his effort. Here's a player that doesn't give up on a play. You can see him, he's out of it, dives, is able to break up the play, and he does it again on the power play where he dives, keeps the puck into the zone, allowing to Chicago to attack the net and score on the power play. This 19-year-old defenseman for the Chicago Blackhawks is absolutely elite with his puck-moving skills and his footwork. This is going to be a defenseman. It's going to be a top defenseman in Chicago for a very long time. And there are only 2 rookie defensemen in the league playing more minutes per game right now. One of them is Lane Hudson, who might be a Calder Trophy winner, and the other, Sam Renzel for the Chicago Blackhawks. So the future is bright with the young defenseman of the Chicago Blackhawks. Thanks for going inside the coaches room with me and my friends at CHGO. Make sure you subscribe to the CHGO YouTube channel so you don't miss any of this great Chicago Blackhawks content. And then jump over to Inside the Coaches Room and subscribe there so you don't miss any of these video breakdowns. I'm Petey, and we'll see you at the rink.